You want me to go through the thumb ring principle?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Thumb ring and was developed with the horse bow for horseback archery. The thing is, when you're on the back of a horse, you come out of the quiver and go straight to the string. Usually a lot smoother than that. Then you can shoot. So, I've got a friend in Turkey, Facebook friend, that shoots horse bow, and I look at his instructional videos all the time. But the whole thing was to be able to shoot while on horseback. Now, another thing that happened real early in the Roman Republic, the Romans run into the Parthians, and the Parthians were notorious horse archers. So when the big Roman army is chasing them, they're riding away, and they developed this technique. You're on a horse, riding away. That's called the Parthian Shot, which in modern times has been reused to say parting shot. That's basically it, you know. So you had a whole line of archers with the Roman infantry chasing them, and they just, while on horseback, turned and shot the Romans full of little holes. That's when the richest Roman, Crassus, that was the battle he died in. The Parthians got him. He would have been Julius Caesar.
What are your arrows made out of?
Now these two with the barred fletching totally is made out of cedar, and I made these.
Okay.
I've had them a long time. You see, I busted the points off and had to put replacement tips on them. Both of them.
That just means they're getting used.
And yeah, and these arrows, the other ones, was made by Andy Buckner, who based them. He builds historically correct arrows, and this is based on a AD 250 Roman era that they dug out from ruins of a Roman castle. Right on the border with Persia, and the fort lasted for 100 years, and the Persians got tired of it and dug a big tunnel underneath the main entrance, and of course they didn't have explosives in. They digged a tunnel and then shore it up with wood and then set the wood on fire.
Okay.
And that collapsed, and in recent times they've undug it and found the Roman skeletons and these Roman arrows, all the way down to the fletchings.
Huh. That's a neat fletching on there.
That is. Andy does a good job with everything. He does such a good job when he sells his arrows. He's got to have a little thing there saying they're not antiques, especially dealing with Native American, you know.
Right.
He likes making two-fletched Native American arrows. You got to put a disclaimer on them.
Right.
And this is about probably 20 yards, I'd say. See if you can catch how fast this thing actually throws the arrow. Like a laser beam.
Quick.
Been a little more impressed if I'd hit the plate.
There you go.
There you go. But I've been shooting horse bows for years. And about 15 months ago, I decided, you know, if you're shooting a horse bow, you should be using a thumb ring off the other side. So I'm getting a lot of help on Facebook, looking at videos, and then getting, these guys are real friendly and will help you any way you can for advice and everything. And so I got into thumb ring, and I don't even shoot, I can't shoot the 3-finger anymore. My brain's all on this side of the bow now. And of course, with everything on this side of the bow, you're not looking at the tip of the arrow. You can't see the tip of the arrow. That's how everybody aims, you know, if you're shooting the other way. And you can show one thing, when they lock it in with a thumb ring, Once you lock that in like this, the arrow cannot fall from the bow. That is so where you're bouncing on a horse, you know.
Huh.
I'll have to go behind the bell to find that one. That hit right in the middle where it's real soft.
Okay, so that, the arrow and string are right in here?
No, behind it.
Oh, behind it,
Yeah.
okay.
Let me get an arrow and
Yeah,
I'll show
get in
you.
there, I want to see that. I'm trying to get that in my head, how that works.
I see you shooting all the time on Facebook. How many shots do you take, just like daily?
If it's good weather, not in the middle of summer, I'll probably shoot 50 to 60 arrows
Really?
a day, sometimes up to 100. But when it's hot like this, I'll do like I've been doing all week here. At 7 o'clock, I'm out here shooting. And then once the sun goes down, gets out of the picture, I'm out shooting again. I try and get a total of about maybe 70, 80 shots a day, just to keep everything greased up and the brain, because that's your sight on when you're shooting horse bow is your brain.
Yeah.
You know, your mind tells you where to hold it. You can tell I've been shooting all week. Look at that place.
Yeah.
It's had a little bit of abuse. Like I say, horse bow was designed for shooting archery from horses. So you come out of the quiver and go straight to the string, and then you take your thumb ring and go behind
Okay.
the string and then lock this finger over it.
Okay.
And at that point, you're locked in.
And you're protected from the string, your finger is. It doesn't
Yeah.
pull on you.
Yeah, but what's funny, after shooting the Turkish bows a bunch, which is a little minimalistic ring, it got my thumb so tough I can shoot 20 rounds without a thumb ring. But it's actually a slicker release with the thumb
Oh,
ring.
yeah, it's smooth. Yeah, no skin there. It's just metal, so.
Yeah, when I blowed up my first Turkish ring, I was out there and didn't have another ring. I just tried my thumb and it worked. May make things during hunting season a little easier.
Yeah.
I hope to get a deer with this.
How many pound roughly is that?
This is a 45 pounds.
45 pounds.
And the way if this thing was unstrung, matter of fact, when I'll unstring it so you can get that on film. It looks like a C going this way.
Oh, I bet it does.
Yeah, so that's how much energy's in it.
And what's the bow made out of?
It's a cow horn
Okay.
on the inside. It's got a very thin layer of wood, and then another thick layer of sinew, which has been covered by leather.
Okay. So it's
But it's got 3 layers, which means I can't shoot it in a primitive match here.
right. Even though they were made before.
Oh yeah. This is a Turkish bow. It probably good 1,200 years ago.
Okay.
But all of them had little different designs. I've been shooting all week with modern carbon fiber arrows.
Went right in, didn't it?
But I figured I'd break the primitive arrows out for this. Any questions or anything?
Yeah.
No, it's just cool. I appreciate you sharing it with us.
The Turks kept using these, and the Mongols passed the firearm stages. First early black powder.
Probably a lot faster to shoot.
Oh yeah.
So how far is this, you
This
figure?
is probably a good 45 yards. Up, a little to the right. But I'm happy. As long as I'm in the neighborhood. Now I ain't gonna shoot a deer at nothing more than 20,
Okay.
you know.
So how do you plan on getting a deer inside 20 yards from you?
Well, basically you can study their trails, and you can set your blind up near a trail.
Okay.
if you want to cheat a little bit, you put down some corn.
Okay.
But it all depends on my friend's land I hunt at. See, that one went through. Went all the way through. Andy be happy I didn't demolish none of his arrows. Might as well take my plate back.
Well, now you can eat off of it.
Be a good soup strainer.
Yeah.
I do have one more plate for tomorrow.